Get 3 months of local news for just 99 cents a month. You'll get unlimited access to the news you need to stay engaged and connected to your community. Visit duluthnewstribune.com/subscribe now to get 3 months of local news for only 99 cents a month.
Hello, Northlanders. It's Monday, February 6th. I'm Wyatt Buckner with your Duluth News Tribune Minute, presented by Minnesota Power Employees Credit Union.
The average MPECU member saves over $785 a year in better rates and lower fees. And with MPECU, every ATM is your ATM. With their free checking program, you get ATM fee reimbursements at any ATM anywhere in the U.S. Check out Minnesota Power Employees Credit Union services online at mpecu.com or visit their offices in downtown Duluth, Arrowhead Road, or Miller Trunk Highway.
Now, here's a look at today's headlines. A May court trial has been scheduled for a judge to hear testimony and determine if a mental illness defense negates a guilty verdict for an Ely teen who stabbed his 13-year-old brother multiple times and left him for dead in a ravine in October 2020. Michael William Hoppola, 18, was found guilty of attempted intentional second-degree murder by Judge Robert Friday last month. Hoppola waived his right to a jury and testimony, allowing the court to make the determination based on police reports and physical evidence. Because Hoppola has asserted a defense of not guilty by reason of mental illness or deficiency, the court must proceed to a second phase of trial that will include evidence of his mental state at the time of the offense. The defense bears the burden of proving that Hoppola was suffering from a condition that rendered him incapable of understanding the wrongfulness of his actions. Hoppola was certified to stand trial as an adult after he initially was ruled incompetent and underwent a civil commitment to Anoka Metro Regional Treatment Center. Court records indicate he was examined by at least 5 professionals and given a number of varying diagnoses. Treatment professionals said Hoppola has average to above average intelligence, but suffered significant childhood trauma and has experienced hallucinations, self-harm, and a feeling that he is being controlled by others, according to reports cited in court. Several examiners told the court that he would present a moderate to high risk of again harming others or himself if his condition goes untreated. He remains in the St. Louis County Jail on $500,000 bail, with the testimony on the mental illness defense slated for May 23rd. Duluth's tourism industry took a stride toward recovery in December. Year-end numbers show annual tourism tax collections from hotel stays and restaurant and bar tabs rose 10.8% compared with the previous year and more than 11% relative to the pre-pandemic performance in 2019. Some of the increase reflects the impact of inflation, which drove prices up an average of 6.5% last year. Even so, local tourism spending significantly outpaced the rising cost of goods and services, said Jennifer Carlson, Duluth's finance director. Yet hotel room occupancy has yet to return to pre-pandemic levels, with 58.8% of rooms booked in 2022 versus 61.5% in 2019. The quantity of hotel and motel accommodations on the local market has continued to trend upward despite a slight dip in 2022, and the actual number of stays booked in Duluth rose by 0.5% from 2019 to 2022, even though occupancy rates have slipped a bit. In all, Duluth's tourism tax collections totaled nearly $13.8 million in 2022, exceeding the city's budget projections by 14.9%. If you've had problems catching that trophy muskie of a lifetime, it may not be your fault. Scientists at the University of Illinois say they have discovered some of the reasons why muskies are among the most elusive game fish swimming in freshwater. Their research, published in the January 27th edition of the North American Journal of Fisheries Management, shows that many muskies spend most of their time in out-of-the-way places and are most often not in the mood to chase prey. Instead, they wait for the prey to come to them. Researchers evaluated behavioral traits, activity, aggression, boldness, and exploration for 68 young muskies in laboratory tanks before transferring the fish to an outdoor pond. Each fish was microchipped, like a dog, so researchers could identify individuals and their traits. Then the research really got interesting. The scientists went fishing every day for 5 weeks to try to catch their study muskies. The hatchery fish were only about 14 inches long at the time, but even in small ponds, mostly avoided being caught. None of the fish were caught twice. Not only are many muskies often not in the mood to chase lures, but researchers say they can learn to avoid anglers. That's why serious muskie anglers target their fishing locations carefully. Since fish behavior can be passed from one generation to another, anglers have a vested interest in keeping catchable fish, those predisposed to catch lures at least now and then, in the gene pool to keep breeding. Now here's a look at your forecast, brought by the News Tribune's 20 Under 40 Awards.
Weather for the Duluth area today, mostly cloudy skies, and we'll be looking at highs in the low 30s. Chances of snow move in later into the evening and overnight hours. Breezy conditions begin to form, and for Tuesday, we're going to be looking at mostly cloudy and breezy conditions with highs in the low 30s, climbing up into the upper 30s with sunshine for Wednesday. I'm Storm Tracker meteorologist Robert Pointer.
Thank you to the 20 Under 40 Awards for their support. Now is your chance to nominate someone younger than 40 who's making a positive impact in our Northland. Nominations are open through February 28th. Submit yours at duluthnewstribune.com/20under40. Reporting for today's episode was done by Tom Olson, Peter Passy, and John Myers. Thank you for listening to Duluth News Tribune Minute. Have a great day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.